welcome to Samantha's Kitchen. So it's a miserable day out there and we're all in lockdown and we can't go on holiday and all these things, or we can't go where we want anyway. So today I thought I'd make two Greek dishes and put my little twist onto these dishes. The first dish I will make is Greek broad beans. And then the second dish I will make is moussaka. So let's start. For the broad bean dish, you will need 400 grams of broad beans. I picked these out of my garden yesterday. They were all ready, they're all been washed, ready for the dish. You will also need, herbs and spices wise, you will need 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, a bay leaf, 1/4 teaspoon of dill, 2 teaspoons of oregano, and 1 teaspoon of parsley. You will also need 1.5 teaspoons of garlic. And then for the vegetables that we're going to add with the broad beans, you will need 1 medium onion. If you can grate this, that's brilliant, or finely chop it as fine as you can. We're going to add a handful of mushrooms, small mushrooms. If you don't have small mushrooms, you can chop them up to put them in. We've got 4 or 5 sunblushed tomatoes, and we have 4 or 5 orange and red tomatoes as well. So let's get going. Okay, you are going to put your pan on a medium heat, and to this we're going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. We will then first off add our tomatoes. We will then first off add the onions, because what we need to do is we need to get these onions nice and soft and broken down, because this kind of like makes the sauce in most cooking. You especially Mediterranean cooking, you will have tomatoes, onions, celery and carrots to make ragu or to make the bases of something. So here we don't have carrots for example, but we've got nice finely chopped onions there, and we're going to let these cook away until they get to a translucent, just turning brown stage, and then we'll add our mushrooms and tomatoes then. So we'll come back when we're ready to add those. Okay, the onions are now in a position for us to add our tomatoes and our mushrooms. I'm keeping the mushrooms whole. If you don't like whole mushrooms, you can chop them up, or if they're big, but these are just nice and small little button mushrooms. So we'll give them a good mix around, and then we're going to add our herbs and spices. Get all these added in, making sure you get all the herbs and spices. And then we give this a good mix around. And now you're going to add 1/2 cup of water. Of course, we want to get that nice and bubbling, and we want all those herbs and spices infused, and then after a few minutes, once everything starts bubbling and cooking away, we can then add our broad beans. Okay, as you can see, this has now been bubbling away for a good 5-10 minutes now, and as you can see, the oil is separating, which is what you want. keep this going another couple of minutes, and then we'll be ready to add our broad beans to it. Okay, so it's had a couple more minutes, and now we will add our broad beans in and give them a good mix around. Look at how beautiful this looks. I love this. I can't pronounce it though. So look at this. Oh, amazing. Olive oil, fresh ingredients. Oh, look at that. Cook this for another 5 to 7 minutes and then you will be ready to serve. Absolutely delightful. It smells so nice. Okay, so it's had a couple more minutes and we are just going to put in about a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to give it a generous black pepper mill twist, if my pepper mill will ever give me pepper. I love the fact that Greek cuisine, that they love putting in a lot of black pepper into stuff, and it's just amazing. Okay, we'll give that a stir around now. Turn up the heat a little bit, give that a good stir around, making sure everything's coated. Okay, I've had another 5 to 7 minutes and we are now ready to serve. Look at these. Oh my goodness, look at all the flavours. Look at that. All those beautiful greens. Have them with Greek bread, pasta, or as a side. Look at that. Enjoy, everyone. Stay safe. If you like this, please subscribe, hit that notification button and like the video. Much love. See you next time.